Hola, ¿cómo estás? So, the hardest part of Spanish is verbs. That's the hardest part, is how to use verbs. So, how do you make a sentence? Is the question. Just like in English, you need a subject and you need a predicate. Subject is who carries out the action, and the predicate is the verb. He, subject, goes to the store. Goes is the verb, but goes to the store is actually the entire predicate. So, in Spanish, the first step is what is your subject? So that's what this sheet is for. Okay, you always have to start with your subject, then you match these up with your predicates, and I'll show you that in a minute. So this side, this is called the subject grid. This side of the subject grid is anything singular. Yo means I. Nothing else ever goes in this box. That's it, just I. Yo. Two, you. Nothing else ever goes in this box either. That's it. So this being the singular side, that means that this box is anything singular other than I or you. My dog, the car, my dad, a french fry, my brother. And this, I just have my students fill in with anything singular. So with that said, this side is anything plural. This side, I always say, is anything plural including yourself. So nosotros means we. So we, he and I. And another way of saying that is she and I. There's another one. She and I. So anybody and I would go in this box. Or just we, nosotros. Don't really use this box all that much. That's like northern Spain and Colombia. I don't even really know it. All right, so remember, this side is anything plural. So I always say this box is anything plural, not including yourself. So, ellos, they. Ellas, the feminine form of they. Ustedes, all of you. Anything plural. Anything plural. My brothers, the restaurants. French fries! Okay? Then, I didn't invent this, okay? This is a known thing in Spanish, okay? So then what you can do is then you go to the verbs book and let's pick the easiest verb ever. Hablar, to speak. And see how it's organized? It's organized just like that paper I just showed you. So, if you want to say, okay, these are all different tenses though, okay? This is kind of hard to understand, but this is present tense. This is past tense. This is another past tense. This is future tense. The potential, which means something you would do. So these are all different tenses. So if you want to start with these, that's the easy way to start. This top one, that's, like I said, that's just regular old present tense. This is past tense. This is past tense like saying you were doing something, like I was talking or she used to talk. You can say that too for this one. This is just future tense, like I will talk. And then the potencial simple, that should mean something you would do. And that's just kind of a good start there. So for example, let's say you want to say, I speak. So I is in the top left box. So you would look here, and that's present tense. You would look in the top left, because that corresponds with I now. I speak. Yo hablo. What if you want to say, I spoke? Well, still I, yo, same thing, top left. And then you go to, well, I wouldn't use per. This is past tense, regular past tense. This one is the one that you say used to, etc. So number 3, this is the one, the regular old past tense. So if you want to say I spoke, yo hablé. See that? What if you want to say she spoke? Well, remember, always start with the subject. Always start with your subject. She spoke. That's ella, and since that's in the bottom left box, you look in the bottom left. Okay, I said past tense. I said spoke. So that's this down here. Blow, but it's got to be the accent. You got to have the accent there. What do you want to say? She speaks. Well, and you go back. You go up to the present tense, which is habla. Okay, so that's in general how to form a sentence. How you match up your subjects with your verbs, and remember the verb is the beginning of the predicate. Any other words than that that you need? I mean, this is a very general explanation, okay? Anything else, you just use the dictionary. Now, the dictionary is not always that easy to use, but the front half of the dictionary is when you're looking up words in Spanish and you want to know what they mean in English. So the front half, say, oh, what does semestre mean? Okay, that's in bull. It means semester. All right, well then what if I want to say, I want to know how to say dog. All right, well then you go to the second half of the dictionary. And that's, you look up dog, and then it says perro. So that's the most basic how to form a sentence as you can get. I mean, obviously there's a lot more than that. But, adios.